mentorship. Then we provide them fab facility. We have 6 labs globally. They can go to any lab worldwide, and then they can use the lab for their production. Then we have then we take that whatever mentorship that we done. We take them to big events like VivaTech. We have forums, CES. So every year we take the startups to give them a global exposure. And not only that, in all this scenario, we don't take any equity and IP from the startup. So we don't take any equity and equity. So it's like purely we support them. The only criteria is the startup should be a product startup, and then and it should be disruptive nature. So this is the criteria, the typical criteria, and then rest is like everything we give. Why we don't fund them? Because anyhow they have to buy our own softwares. So better we give our softwares, build them, give them mentorship. So we have a mandate globally, Dassault mandate, that from the first employee, from CEO to the last employee, 10% of the time should be given to the startup. So startup gets all the mentors, industrial experts, mentors free of our employees, so that they have mandate, so they have to support. So this is how this program works. Then any startup and all, we always look at sustainable development goals. So this is UN sustainable goals. We define it. We look around that such startups. So just to give example of communities that I talk about. So we have a community called a Frugal Innovation Community, where there are more than 50 plus mentors supporting frugal innovation. What is frugal innovation is any idea that is frugally built, jugaad we say, they can post that idea inside in the community, and then our experts build that for them using the technology, tools and all, and then we give it to them, and that can be that frugal idea can be commercialized. So we support them in that journey. So we have it's open, it's free. Anyone can post any idea. Anyone wants to help any idea, they can come collaborate and help for this is a social cause of it. Then we have another community called as a neuroscience community. So these two communities are driven from India itself. So neuroscience community is that we have 1,000 plus doctors, neurologists, neuropsychiatrists, neuroradiologists. So all this are coming together to build a living brain, a virtual brain, and we are simulating that. So already we globally we had done such community called as Living Heart community, where doctors worldwide, cardiologists worldwide, they come together, they build a virtual heart. It is the only heart in the world which is mathematically modeled, FDA approved, and now what you can do is that before operation you can go inside heart using virtual reality. You can draw a complete what you call pre surgical scenario, and then what is the impact and all, you can stimulate that. So now big Max hospitals, then we have Boston Children's Hospital, they are using it mostly for infant. This virtual heart is being used mostly because for infants, when there is a open heart surgery, they have only 50 minutes of window. In that, only 7 minutes is the crucial one. After that, it's critical. So it's a very short window. To maintain that window, to get a good result, so they are using to simulate the heart. And this heart is nothing but take your CT scan data, and then it creates a virtual part of it, and then with the mathematical models, it behaves how actual heart is working. Then this is our journey of startups. Any idea for seeded. So we take from idea from ideation stage itself to T3, T4 stage startups. From idea to prototype, then this is our journey. We support till 5 years, 2 years, and then we extend to the plus 3 years. We do that. Uh, so what we support is this is what prototyping, development, industrialization. Because what we do is most of the startups when they come, why startups are not successful? Mostly because they are not connected to industry. What is the or they don't get market. So here we have 3,70,000 customers. So any startup, for example, EV startup, so we connect them to EV automotive companies. How we connect? We have forums. Every year we take them to CES on our cost. CES is Consumer Electric Show. It's in US. It's the world's first biggest event. We take them Viva Tech. It's an international platforms. They get the access. So this is how it is. So talking about Indian lab, Global Lab was set up in 2015, and in India, Dassault Systèmes started the lab in 2018. From there, we are supporting uh, 10 plus startups of Indian startups work for global ecosystem, and also we are supporting 23 startups locally. So this is a journey from 2020 2018 till the date. If we say about a startup called Lucid Implant, they are maxillofacial implant. It's the world's first startup which has done a complete jaw replacement. They are doing well. It's a Nagpur-based company. So their thing is that they take the DICOM image, take the CAD, and then they can reconstruct the facial thing. So they deal with A, B, C, accident, birth defect, cancer. So in this area they support them. Then we have 3K Nano. It's a startup on new material technology. So for biosensors and all, the sensors has a new material. So it's not in the periodic table. So this startup is building that. This is from JNU, and now this is the startup which is going this year for CES USA to represent India. So this is there. Then we have a startup called BrainSight AI. This is another startup on building an AI-based brain diagnostic system. What it means that the problem with psychiatrical problem is the doctor sits with the patient. He analyzes. He has a question mark, questionnaire. He look his behavior. Then he looks his scan reports, and then he tried to diagnose what the problem is. In this duration, the problem gets severe. So when he starts the treatment, it's on the severe stage itself. Now this startup has done this AI model of brain. They have a big database. They train that to identify what is the problem. So any scan data, MRI scan data, they put it in their system. It gives what is it's a diagnostics report that what is the problem the patient has in initial stages. So that the treatment time, so the treatment which starts in a very early stage, then the severe stage. So this is how the startup is. Then we have a startup called Pacify Medical. Pacify Medical is Mumbai-based startup, which is so for burn skin. So what they typically current scenario is, if there is a burn skin, burn injury, they take a skin from the donor, from the body, and then they take the skin and then they graft it. They stretch the skin and graft on the burn. So here the problem is, because of the stretching of the skin and all, the skin there is a wrinkles and all. So if you see the burn patient, so there is a wrinkles and all. So here this startup, what they have done is, they will take a small part of your skin part, and then they have made a patented spray. They can spray on the burn wound, and it gets healed. So severe grade 2 injuries, burn injuries, they can treat. So this is one of the startup, and then if you see the results, It's like it's actual skin of the previous skin. So that and it's patented now. It's FDA, CDA approved in India itself. Uh, so this is the typical where we represent startups. So so we treat any startup. For Indian startup is not a startup. We don't treat startup geo specific. Means it's an Indian startup. It's a global startup. If is a part of Trade Space Lab, we treat them as a global startup program. So they are global startups, so they can access all the labs anywhere. If they are in France, they can go to Vélizy Lab, our headquarter lab. If they are in US, they can go to Boston lab. They can work from there, from the lab itself. So they get multi-access to that. The only thing is that they should be product startup, and then they are doing, so they fall in the criteria. So these are the events that we do globally, and we represent. And these are the couple of things, couple of representation with startups we took. Then not only that, we run design challenges like hackathons with academic, with academia, with startups also. Drone hackathons we had done. Then last year we done logistic hackathon. Then we also create events like we supported young entrepreneur programs for then women entrepreneur programs with Nidhi Vidya partnered with us, and then also TIDCO in Tamil Nadu. There is a we are every year we are doing a hackathon called Women Hackathon. This year it was 6,000 women participated for the hackathon, and out of which 25 we are. So, after that hackathon, we don't leave them. We are taking 25 of them. We are ideas are we are taking to make them product or industrialization. So this is a typical what you call what we do in a summarized way, that we are supporting globally 100 plus startups, 6 communities, and 16 incubators worldwide. Countries that we represent is France, US, India, Belgium, Suhaspritipal. All these are the countries from where we are getting the startups and all. And to end up, I want to show a video.
Hi, I'm Julia from the 3D Experience Lab, the Dassault Systèmes Innovation Laboratory. We support startups and disruptive innovation that creates positive impact and tackle industrial global challenges. Our mission is to accelerate innovation from prototype to market, while inspiring industrial transformation on a global scale. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to some of my colleagues from our business and technical teams worldwide who make this vision a reality. Let's start with Frank and how we leverage data intelligence.
Startups can apply in a number of ways, through our website for those who already know us, or through our network of partners. We also attend events like CES, Vivatech, or NextRise to always be on the lookout for inspiring projects. At this event, AI is a great help in order to analyze thousands of startup pitches. We also use Dassault Systèmes' own solutions like NetVibes to identify startups based on domain or geography. With all these channels, we review more than 6,000 startups every year.
And now let's move on how we engage with innovators and develop our business with Ekaterina.
No matter where startups come to us from, we track all applications through our 3D Experience Lab ideation funnel. Every year, we select around 12 new startups to pitch their projects in front of our executive committee during the dedicated sessions held twice a year. Those selected join our acceleration program. Startups gain access to the industry-leading solutions, our Fab Labs for prototyping, marketing and communication support, as well as business and technical mentoring. Every step of our program is community-driven, powered by the collective intelligence of more than 2,000 volunteer mentors from the Dassault Systèmes and our partners. And now, let's hear from Sean, who is part of our technical team in the US, to dive deeper into the program's impact.
The technical lab team contributes to the tech qualification of startup submissions, followed by the preparation of a customized package for selected startups to work with our solutions. When a startup joins the program, we organize a structured onboarding plan, including platform adoption support and access to Exchange communities. We work very closely with the business lab team. Patricia, can you tell us more?
Of course, Sean. We support innovation with marketing, communications, and events activities. We create visual assets and virtual experiences to help you attract investors and customers and supporting you through our various media channels. We connect you with key industry players through joint events with our partners, and we participate in exhibitions and fairs.
And now, let's come back to our Paris campus to discover with Sébastien our Fab Lab.
The Fab Lab is equipped with a professional setup of machine. It can cover all the needs of prototyping. We are equipped with 3D printing with the technology FDM, SLS and SLA, with laser cutting, with 3 and 5 axis milling machine, with robotics, as well as a very comfortable area to collaborate. In short, this is a place where you can see virtual world for life in action.
It's been great introducing you to some of the talented people behind our success. If you are passionate about making an impact, join us!
So these are the glimpse of startups that globally we are supporting. So these are the global startups and thank you.